A woman was horrified to discover that her son seemed to be rapidly approaching her alongside an escaped convict she had seen online. Before she could even react, the man had grabbed her son by the throat and threatened him in a low voice.
This needs to happen.
The woman wanted to call out for help, but in a fleeting glance, she noticed blood seeping from the man's ear. Perhaps out of a desire to protect her son, she decided to comply with the criminal's demands. As they walked, she recalled the news on TV about a murderer who had broken out of prison, which made her tremble with fear. Even when a police car passed by, brushing shoulders with her, she didn't dare to say a word. However, when they arrived home as the man had instructed, Frank did not engage in any violent behavior. Instead, he slumped wearily into a chair, his eyes revealing a hint of helplessness and gentleness. He explained to the mother and son that he was by no means a thug and would not harm them. He just needed to rest for a bit and would leave after dark. To avoid implicating the pair for harboring a criminal, he fetched some rope and pretended to tie Kate to a chair. His movements were very gentle, as if he were afraid of causing her any unnecessary harm. Perhaps to fill his belly, or maybe to thank the two for their hospitality, Frank went to the kitchen to prepare lunch for them. Since Kate was restrained, he carefully blew on each spoonful of food to cool it down before gently feeding it to her, spoon by spoon. Looking at this incredibly tender man before her, Kate couldn't believe he was actually a murderer. Her son watched all this from the side, also feeling that this man didn't seem to be as vicious as the TV had portrayed him. As night fell, Frank untied the ropes before leaving, but the patrolling police cars did not cease with the onset of darkness, forcing him to continue staying there, waiting for a suitable opportunity to escape. The next morning, Frank got up early again to prepare breakfast for the two. This gesture quietly eased the tense atmosphere between the three of them. Kate took the initiative to walk over, still holding the rope, but Frank said,
You won't be needing that any longer. But if the day comes when you have to say I tied you up, you won't be lying.
His gentle demeanor made Kate let down her guard a little. When she took a small taste of the food, her eyes involuntarily revealed a hint of tenderness, because she couldn't believe that this rough-looking man could make such delicious food. To repay Kate and her son for their hospitality, Frank began doing what he could to help out. He replaced the car's fuse, chopped wood for the winter, and cleaned the entire house inside and out. He even taught Parker some baseball skills, his slightly stern tone reminiscent of a father who was carefully guiding his son. Parker, who had lacked a father's love since childhood, cherished this rare warmth. Seeing this scene, Kate's thoughts became a little confused. Perhaps this man really wasn't bad at heart. She slowly began to fall in love with him.